Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. Thanks so much for joining me today. So my friend Mary would like some foam roller stretches. I thought this is an excellent opportunity to show you some of my favorite. There's a lot of things you can do with the foam roller, so these are just a few of them, but we're going to focus mostly in the hip region, a little bit of upper back stretching, and a little bit of shoulder stretching. So I hope you enjoy this. Grab your foam roller and let's have a little stretch together. Okay, here we go. Grab a hold of your foam roller. We're going to start by lying it flat on your mat, long ways. Find yourself all the way to the very edge and have a lie down on the roller. Your head should be supported well, your tailbone should be as well. And I like to just kind of rock back and forth a couple of times to find that center spot, to find that sweet spot where I feel like my spine, everything is kind of aligned and down. And once I find that spot, I just kind of sit into it for a moment. Now if you'd like to press pause and sit into this for a couple of minutes, you may. It's a really nice way to just let your spine kind of relax in a neutral position. So we'll hold this for a little bit. My feet are about shoulder width apart, flat on the mat. And then once you've kind of found yourself kind of lying and flat and stable and neutral, let's do some shoulder protraction, retraction. So bring your arms above your chest. You're going to protract, reaching your fingertips for the ceiling or the sky, and then exhale, retract back around the mat. Inhale, little reach for the sky. Exhale, pull your shoulder blades back into the mat. It's so important to keep those shoulder blades moving, to keep them mobile, to be connected to all those muscles around the shoulder blades. Not the ones that actually attach to the humerus, but just attach from the skeleton to the shoulder blades. Those scapular movement. Protract and retract. Place your palms down. We'll give a little stretch up with one arm and down with the opposite. And then switch arms. Just kind of moving through the rotator cuff, moving through the shoulder. Get a little stretch on your chest, get a little stretch on your rotator cuffs, a little stretch on your shoulders, and move through. Again, just trying to maintain a nice neutral position of the spine as your spine just sinks into the roller. It's a lovely day out here in the northwest. Little cloud cover, little sunshine, no rain. It's kind of lovely today. Thanks for joining me. So bring your arms down, palms up, just kind of open your shoulders and let your shoulder blades wrap around the roller for a moment. There's a lot of other exercises you can do in this position, including some lower abdominal work with some leg lifts and chest expansions, but we'll do that next time. For now, we're going to come off your roller. You're going to put it in a sideways position or a side position. Come right around your scapula line or right around where your bra line might be. We're going to take our arms interlace above our chest and just kind of lift our hips up a little bit. Roll from the upper thoracic region down to kind of mid region. Kind of rolling in between the shoulder blades. This protraction of the shoulder blades gets all those muscles to kind of open up, those rhomboids to open up. Now what we're going to do here is keep that and give yourself a little dive back. Just a little dive back over the roller. Let your head relax. Kind of pull into your hands a little bit, pull on each side, and let that thoracic extension just occur naturally. You can interlace your hands behind your head if that's a little too difficult on your neck, and just allow the back to stretch in that fashion as well. We're going to take our elbows together and go ahead and interlace if you haven't already done so. Lift the hips up again and just kind of roll again from around mid-back to upper back just before you get into that neck region. Just kind of roll the spine a little bit. Oh, that feels good. From here, we're going to take the roller up underneath us, have a lie down, and bring the roller just to about the top of your sacrum, just about the top of where your glutes would be. You're going to take your right foot over your left thigh, open that knee up as far and as wide as you can. And we're going to roll over only 5 times. When you start doing foam roller massage, you want to be sure that you're only doing 4 or 5 times over. Don't keep going over and over and over and over the muscle. So we go over to the left. If your right foot is over your left thigh, go over to the left. So you're feeling a little massage on the left glute. And back to center. You might have to adjust it a little bit to find that good spot. Over to the left. And then back to center. Over to the left. Back to center. That's 3. We'll do 2 more. Nice little stretch on the right side of the QL in the back. And back to center. Put that foot down. Make sure your feet are parallel, about hip bones width apart, sits bones width apart. Take your left foot over your right thigh. Open that knee up for a stretch. And then over to the right side. So now we're rolling over the right gluteus medius, upper gluteus region. Over to the right for 2. And back to center. Over to the right for 3. Keep your abdominals engaged and make sure you're controlling the leg movement from your core, from your abdominals. 4. And over. 5. And back to center. Now this one's for Mary. She'd asked about some hip flexor stretches, and this quite frankly is one of my favorite on the foam roller. Keep that roller just above your sacrum, just around your sacrum region or upper sacrum, lower back. Take one leg up and reach it all the way out. Now maintain the neutral pelvis or even a slight bias to posterior as that leg comes down and you start to feel a nice hip flexor stretch here. And then right about there is where that hip flexor really elongates from mid-thigh all the way through the psoas, all the way up into your ribs. And just hold that. This is the one for Mary right here. Hold that hip flexor stretch. And once you kind of feel that you've fallen into it, biased a little more towards posterior, almost tilting your pelvis, pubic bone upwards. And you'll feel a lovely stretch right in this region right here. Hold that for 30 to 40 seconds. And then we slide that in and we do the other side. So take the leg straight up and start to reach it out long, and right about here is where you control, secure your core. Go to that slight bias to posterior and then reach the leg out. Reach it out and drop it down to the mat. And that's a nice stretch again from mid-thigh all the way up through your hip flexors into your abdominal region. Bias to posterior. Keep this secure. Allow this to open up and stretch. Hold it for a moment. And then pull the heel and come back to center. And that whole hip flexor region is going to feel really nice, I guarantee it. Bring that roller down. And up you go. So there's a really quick little stretch series. Again, take a little longer if you'd like in between exercises. Pause the video if you'd like and hold the stretch for a little longer. One of my favorite, several exercises, probably hundreds of exercises you can do on this foam roller, but those are some of my favorite. Thanks for joining me. Guys, thanks so much for joining me on these videos. I love having you here. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button above and become a part of the Pilates life. We do all kinds of movement, all kinds of different things. Might not be traditional Pilates all the time, but Pilates is all about movement, keeping your body moving, keeping it stretched, keeping it positive. Great way to stay grounded. Thanks again for joining me. Be kind and have a great day.